you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a quick and easy get ready with me / makeup. I'm going to be going out to dinner with my girlfriends later, so I'm going to get really cute. We have our brows on, and all I used was the Wet n Wild pencil from Walmart. Ladies, a gem, 98 cents. Get on that. So I'm going to start with my e.l.f. concealer. It's like running out, but she's good, okay? We're gonna make sure she's used. And I place that right there. I like to go in with my foundation color, and it is the NARS. I'm going to be using her. She is of my favorite girl. These are like the winner. Year-round, winter, summer, you name it. This is the one. And blend that right into that concealer that we just have placed there. And I kind of use the same brush. So yeah, we just like to go in and I just mix those two colors together and bring it down to my eyelid. And that's going to give us a nice base to where you don't even need much concealer on top of that. Then I just like to take a simple loose brush and just kind of pat all of that into my eyelid. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my ColourPop Bare Necessities. I've had this palette for over 3 years, and she is, you can see, she's 3 years, but she is still a gem. So let's get into it. That is a hard word to say. We're just going to go in with the color Tabloid on the Bare Necessities palette. I love to go in with a brown crease. I just feel like it sets the tone, and my outfit has some brown in it, so I'm excited. It's going to be a nice vibe I'm going for. I'm going to go in with a deeper shade, and I'm going to be using Taboo in the Bare Necessities palette as well. And this is really going to add some depth to what we're adding here. And I just smoke that out in a circular motion. With a lighter shade, and I'm going to be using the color Banter in the Bare Necessities. And I'm just going to smoke that out right on top of everything we have put in, just to make everything nice and smooth. And then I'm going to go back to my e.l.f. concealer, and I'm going to kind of get a little cut crease going on, nothing major. I want it to be very simple tonight, just a pop of color in your little inner corner there. Use that right here. Always the trick is just look up and you'll know where your crease is going to be cut. Yes, indeedy. Just cut. Very simple, ladies. Very simple. Warm peachy tone, and it's called Tease Me. I'm just going to press that right into where we place the concealer. And I like to build this up because things tend to oxidize very well on me, is what I learned. And as a makeup artist, you learn that different people have different skin types. Some people are dry, some people are oily, some people are a combination. So even when it comes to the eye look, you have to be very careful when you're picking out certain colors for people. So yeah, I'm satisfied with that, and I like to go back in with the same brush that I used in the beginning, and I like to smoke out some on the crease just to make it more even. Go back over that. I'm just bringing some of that warm brown into that peachy tone there and kind of bringing it right back over. Okay, now that we're all blended, you guys, I cannot do my liner on camera, okay? It's a struggle. It's going to be intense. So I'm going to go do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I got my eyeliner on, I'm going to get started on my face. We're going to go in with our e.l.f. Primer Grip. This is like my go-to fave, especially for the summertime. I have combination skin. I can get oily, but it's usually in my T-zone area. So I try to avoid that area, but I just get this all over my face, blend that in with my fingers, and just get that hydration going. So this is a good product to use. I've been seeing a lot of people use it. And then I like to swipe just a little bit right under my eyes, because I have these deep pockets to where concealer can really just look crazy sometimes if it's not hydrated. So I just avoid my T-zone area and get that all over my cheeks and right under my eyes. All right, we're going to be going in with our NARS. I'm going to be using shade MD5 Marquise. I am one of those girls, I will just put that right on my face. I tend to not warm it up sometimes, so don't judge me. It happens. Take a little fan brush and just get her on in there. trimmed out the top of my brows with my foundation color to help it blend into my forehead and make my brows look more defined and crisp. I'm going to be going in with my NARS concealer. I like to use both of these, a light and a dark, to mix under my eyes. I'm going to be using medium dark 2 and medium dark 3.
What is your smile?
I like to just put that right underneath that liner because I'm going to really snatch those parts up. I want to kind of give it like a lifted look. Put that right on the nose and the forehead. Just a little bit down there. I'll have a big enough chin. I don't know why I love doing this, but it just makes my skin look so flawless when I take a deeper color and I put it right under there. I know some people kind of use foundation, but I kind of like to use concealer as well, but just in a deeper shade. And then I like to take a little fan brush. It helps smooth the product around. For some reason, I'm blessed with having things being able to move around easily on my skin. So I'm gonna utilize that, and I use that with the brush. And I just pat right underneath the eyes. And I'm defining over here, you don't wanna use this brush. You wanna use something that's very cut and slim. So I'm gonna be using this brush, and this is actually a paintbrush from Walmart. Don't sleep on the gems, ladies, okay? And I just take that concealer and I go right underneath that liner just to make it more snatched, more defined. And then I go back to my fan brush and I just re-blend all of that in. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. If you have deep pockets, I would suggest just look up. It helps stretch the skin under the eyes to kind of make it sit better. And I'm going to do the same thing with this eye. I'm going to go in. I'm going to snatch up that concealer. And we're going to blend that in as well, this part. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. It is. It's like looking.
See, like with the production,
This is the Fenty. This is the contour stick. I'm going to be using that. I really like to use the Fenty on my nose. And that is it. Don't find me to be weird, okay? I only like to use powder on my outer face, and I'll explain why. I just feel like it gives me a nice, flawless finish. That's my reason. For my outer contour, I'm gonna be using the Morphe times Arvani Greg. I don't even think they make this anymore, and I've had this for some years, and she's like coming to an end, I can tell. But we're gonna keep her going as much as possible, okay? I will definitely link a similar one that I find below for you guys so you can have like an idea of what it is. I used to like to use a little fan brush and kind of dust some of that off. And my key areas is where I like to start her is here. And I bring that up. Make it a little warm, make a kissy face just to know I have a diamond face. So I really stay away from down here. I'm kind of up here. This is where you want your concealer to be. You don't want to add any more definition to the bottom of your face if you have a diamond face like me. And it just really brings in that warmness of the face. I'm like obsessed. This is the holy gem for me. This is something I would abide by. If they make it again, I'll buy 3,000 of these things. I like to go in with this Morphe. This is the cream blush. I love this as well. As you can see, she is a deep pink. It is called Blush Bomb. So I like to go in with a nice fan brush for the cream as well. And I just really just pat that into, over exaggerate that smile sometimes. And just kind of let that sit and melt into the skin as well. You want to build that up. I'm going to be using this and we're going to bring that all the way up to our crease here. Just add more warmth to the nose. This is why I kind of let my cream sit in my nose because I feel like for me, I have that oily nose, so it's going to move better. So if you have an oily nose, here you go, girl. So next I'm going to go in with my setting powder under my eyes, and nobody come for me, okay? This is a gem. You're going to see why I love this. This is the L'Oreal True Match Pressed Powder, and I use this under my eyes before I use any setting powder. I'm going to show you why, because she's bomb, okay? I just rub a little with my puff, blow it off, and I just press right underneath my eyes And the finish that it gives me every time has been just every time, okay? So I just pat all of that in. I pat all of that into my skin, everywhere that I place the concealer. Drop it under. You can even put an eye, taking it down here. You see that flawless finish we have on this side? Like, get out of town. Don't worry about the dewiness. If you're a dewy girl, we're gonna bring that back, okay? We're just setting everything in and we're gonna get her snatched. And I do like to add just a little cut over here just to bring more depth to the cheeks here. And we're just gonna let her sit. Okay, so now I'm gonna top off my setting powder with this Laura Mercier setting powder. It's gonna add a little bit more depth, a little bit more funk to the eyes. And I just like to put that right in the crease. Using my Morphe Setting Luminous Spray, this is kind of how you bring back that glow into your face after the powder's been added. You just spray that. It smells so good. Oh, here we go. She's glowing. And I put that right near where your mascara. Look down, and it just kind of pops itself on there, as you can see. And I really pat that in. We're not really dusting off. It's our protective. In with the Juvia's Place blush duo. This is like my favorite duo combo, especially for the summer. It has that, you know, pink and then that hot orange for the gals. You just press that into the blush. I'm gonna go in with our Bobbi Brown highlighter. This highlighter is like the holy grail as well. Look at her. She is just shining. Let her build up right on the cheek. Bring that right up here. And we love highlight, okay? So don't be afraid to get in there and brush a little bit of that underneath that brow bone. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Morphe Trendsetter. As you can tell, she's on her last leg as well, but hey, she's still going, okay? This is my favorite go-to brown. It looks so cute. And don't be afraid to really just get in there. So now I'm gonna top it off with our Kylie Jenner in shade One Wish. Put a couple dabs right where that pink spot is. And that is the lips. And that is the look.